Here we have an ASUS laptop, ASUS ROG, model number G731G, that came in for no power, and also a damaged battery connector. Let's read what the customer wrote. Laptop dead, no power, no signs of life. Battery connector damage during attempt to remove. So we have a double dose of repairs here. No power repair and damaged battery connector repair. Let me check on the battery connector quick before we do anything. And the battery connector is not on the board. It looks like we may have missing pads also. Yeah, we do. And look at this. We have what appears to be missing ground pads, and we have a missing supporting pad. We're going to have to get that connector from a donor board because those connectors are not readily available. We'll take care of this later, but now we want to see what's going on with the board. It doesn't make sense to fix the battery connector if we're not able to fix the no power issue with the motherboard. Let's go to our DC connector. And maybe we can start by measuring the power MOSFETs for a short. And look at that. We have a short. We have a short circuit. It looks like maybe ASUS is not aware that their laptops are failing. Every single laptop. Sooner or later, the laptop is going to fail. Like this comment I received yesterday, not even 2 hours ago, my GL502 VM died, powered off, and won't even charge. Then this comes up on my phone. What the flux? What the flux? What the Amtech flux is going on? Alright, so we have a short on this board. Let's inject voltage, and we're going to monitor the board under the thermal camera. And we'll see what is getting hot. Let's apply voltage at the shorted MOSFET. And right now, amps being drawn is 3.4 amps. Okay, I do not see any heat spot on this side of the board. Let's flip the board and see if there's anything on the back. So I'm placing my probes on the board. I'm flipping the board with one hand. And the thermal camera, right there, right there. Right there. Okay, I'm gonna keep my thumb on this area. Thank you very much, thermal camera. We do not need your services anymore. And right here, look at this. Look at this. Wow, a shorted cap. Really? What's new? Let's go ahead and remove the cap. Then we're gonna inspect for a short again. The cap is obviously damaged. Let's give our hot tweezers a hand by using hot air. And we got rid of the cap. And we're gonna solder a replacement cap. Very nice. Let's measure to see if we still have a short. And the short is gone. Great. Let me straighten this out so we do not have a crooked scientist that tells us the capacitor is not straight. And if we flip the board and we're gonna measure at the MOSFET to see if we still have a short, we should not. Meter in diode mode. And we no longer have a short. The reading is 0.42 voltage drop. Awesome. Now we have to jump to the battery connector and see how we're gonna do this. Right now, like I said, we're gonna get the battery connector from a donor board because those connectors are not readily available. But let's clean up first. And the vampire wick in action. Right now what we're gonna do is grind the pad here so we can reconstruct the ground pad. And I cannot see a thing. But that's why it's called magic. Because now you see it, now you don't. Or now you don't see it, now you do. Now let's grab our donor connector. We're gonna heat up from the bottom so we do not burn that connector. That board is not the cleanest, but it's a donor board, so very nice. Right now we need to restore clock, signal, and ground. We need to restore all three of them. For clock and signal, we're going to be using pad strips number 2. And if you are new to the channel, those can be purchased off our website. Just log into NorthridgeFix.com, click on shop, and look for pad strips number 2. I need to change the tip. And this one we need to solder to this resistor. So let's apply flux. Apply a tiny solder blob at the resistor. Let's apply some flux. And the connector is aligned perfectly. Very nice. And I just want to hold it down in place. So we're going to have to apply solder on at least the right pins. And then we'll take care of the rest. And now let's do the ones in the center. Data and clock, very important. Very nice. We applied more than enough solder. Right now all we have to do is run a wire from ground to the pad that we scraped right over here. Right, and now if we check, I'm gonna place one probe on ground at one of the connectors, and we can do it like this. Very good, and very good. It should not be continuous with this, nor this, nor this. Very nice. Very nice. And very nice. And finally we're gonna measure here to here, here to here, and here to here. Wow, perfect. We did an amazing job. just like that. And look at this, the connector is solid, and it's made even more solid because we made the 3 pins here connect to the ground pad that we scratched or grinded on this side. So that made it even more solid. Data and clock, positive, very good. All right, I'm gonna give this to Big Boss to reassemble and test, and I'll be back. Let's check on Big Boss and see what's going on. The battery is connected. And will the laptop power on? That's the question. Yes. Yes, the light is on and the laptop is on. Awesome. Awesome. And one last thing, can you take off the charging cable? I want to see if it stays on. Battery power, yes, yes. It's on battery. Okay, awesome. The job is done. Laptop is fixed. Thank you very much, Big Boss.
Welcome.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check out our forum at NorthridgeFix.com. Click on forum and you can ask your questions there. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next video.